All right, I'm here with Rick Andersen, owner of FlyIt Academy in Camas, Washington, and we're standing in front of their brand new Mogas truck that has 92 octane premium non-ethanol gas for airplanes. So Rick, why did you want to get Mogas here?
I wanted to get Mogas for a couple reasons. We have our own maintenance shop, and once I realized that last year we actually processed 92 pounds of lead in 1 year, and the studies of what lead has caused as far as issues in people's lives. Uh, Thinking about the maintenance team actually grinding out all the spark plugs, seeing uh, all the valves that we've had go bad, the exhaust valves and all the wear on the machines. Um, that enough was enough to just think, just the health benefit was huge. Then there's the cost of maintenance, and then it's actually a lower cost fuel as well. So there's three major benefits.
So it's better for the engines, right? Because they don't get all the lead deposits in
Yeah.
them.
Actually, the proof that it's better for the engines is the Rotax engines now actually, it's a 25-hour oil change if you run aviation fuel with lead, and then if you go all auto fuel, then it's every 50 hours. So even the newer technology engines can recognize that the low lead is not beneficial for the engines at all.
So here at Grove Field in Camas, how many airplanes, like what percentage of the airplanes on the field can run MoGas?
I don't have that exact number, but any aircraft that is not high performance, turbocharged, certain low wings with certain fuel pumps can't do it because of vapor lock. So the STCs describe that, but I would say percentage 80-75% of airplanes here, minimum 65, can at small airports like this can run on it. Yeah.
And is this the only airport and the first one in Washington to get the unleaded MoGas?
Yeah, it's mind blowing that we actually get the honor of for running this. The closest airport we know right now that's offering 92 UL MoGas non-ethanol is Lebanon. That's
Which is
in Oregon.
in
Yeah.
Oregon. Okay. And then um, how much is the MoGas that you're selling here, and how does it compare to the 100 octane?
Yeah, originally we started out about it was going to be about $5. Now it's if you've looked around, price of fuel just shot up. We've been through about 3,000 gallons, 3 loads, and it's gone from that to about $6 now. We just hit, so the price keeps going up and up. But that's just the way gas is right now. But then you look at aviation fuel. I think we're averaging about a little less than $1 lower per gallon. Um,
And then to use it in your airplane, do you have to have a supplemental type certificate?
If you have an experimental aircraft, you do not need a supplemental type certificate, but you do need to do your homework whether it's right for your engine and your aircraft. If you have a LSA, most Rotax engine airplanes are made for MoGas, um, and they actually come placarded for that. The icons up until this point, as well as the Rotax, the RVs and slings are all coming ready for MoGas. If you have like Cessnas like we do, you can get the STC. It's about $1 per horsepower.
And then uh, are people flying in from other airports to get the
Yeah,
MoGas?
yeah, they are. And our first month, we really only wanted to introduce it to our actual fleet, just to test market it with ourselves and make sure it is what we believed it would be. And our first sale actually was to an air coupe. We have Cubs and all kinds of airplanes that are doing it now, um, but yes, we are open. We haven't to the open market. We just got on Fly Unleaded today, and different websites are starting to promote us now that we feel very confident what we're offering is good.
Great. So you feel good about having MoGas without lead?
I feel so good about it. I feel the Northwest is such a wealth of healthy water. I come from Southern California. If you don't buy in a bottle, it's not good to drink. But up here, the water streams, the air, the trees, just the whole environment. This whole place is just living, living, breathing, amazing life. And for us to be, you think about the sumping, the draining, and all that stuff. The lead that comes out of these airplanes goes everywhere, and we don't allow lead in any products today. Yet it's in our fuel and aviation, and I understand why there's been such a big concern. I don't think banning the fuel without an option is a good idea, but we have made a huge investment to offer unleaded here. It's taken about a year and a pretty sizable investment, but I think it will give a lot of permission and opportunity for a lot of other FBOs, flight schools, and just pilots in general to realize there's an alternative and it is safe and it is good for the airplane. I would say one more thing. I bought when I was thinking about this, I bought a 172 out of Estacada, and I was blown away. This plane had not been flown much, but the compressions were so high, the engine was so clean, and I was just checking it out, and I was like, what is up with this plane? Because I know it's been sitting. And as soon as I opened the gas tank, I was like, oh, this is auto fuel, and it, I bought that plane, and it is halfway to TBO, but way past TBO in years. But the engine is stronger than half the engines that we have that have been running low lead. So it really is mechanically a wonderful product to not put lead in your engine. Yeah.